Hello, welcome to weekly vlog 81. It is Monday afternoon. I have not spoken to you till now because we have demo happening. God, this view's dreadful. Sorry, I'm trying to wiggle my camera. I didn't want to sit you in the normal place, but it's gonna have to work for today. Yeah, we had demo happening this morning. The wall of the shed was being demolished, so we had pneumatic trail, we had bricks. It's been really fun, and literally the whole house shook, so that's been really fun because my shed is built up to the front of my flat, so yeah, so I couldn't do anything, it was just too loud. They've now moved on to next door, so if you hear noises, that's next door, not me. But yeah, so depending on how loud and how long they were going to be loud, I was not going to vlog at all today, but they've moved along, so I thought I would. It's a very pleasant day today. I'm missing not being able to actually go out on my balcony, but yeah, it's frustrating as well because my body is having one of these heavy days. My legs feel like lead. Thankfully my head is not heavy, but yeah, everything's a bit heavy and a bit just, we are stationary and we are still. So yeah, but on the plus side, Rai is out and about. He has taken his traction engine for a walk, so I joked it's the family dog now. And yeah, he's off to the communal workshop. He's gonna go drop it off over there. He's taking a boat. It's social night, so he might be social, he might just say hi and then go back to spray painting. You never know, Rai. I have had a nice, quiet but productive weekend. I cracked on with some crochet Christmas presents. I've got 2 of them done now. I am on the 3rd. It looks pretty good actually on camera, the colour combo. This is for my sister who wears neutrally stuff and adores bright orange. So yeah, so I'm making her a cardigan. I started this last night and I'm already made a good chunk through the first half, so that's good. Because I only wanted to get to if you've watched the stash busting video that went up, thank you very much for watching it, hope you enjoyed it. And also yeah, I wanted to get 2 Christmas presents done in the whole of September. I've done those 2, I now want to try and get another 2 done in the last 9 days of September now. So yeah, I've slightly set myself a ridiculous task, but one of them is a pair of socks, of which I got the yarn out for yesterday. The other one is this cardigan, which as you can see whizzes along because it's a hexy cardigan basically, and my sister tried on my cardigan when I was doing it before and she was like, oh, I like this, I like this. So I was able to actually get the measurements at that time of her neck gap and how much longer she'd want it, so I have these all written down so I can go by measurements for this, which is quite useful because the yarn weights are different from what I was using before. So yeah, so there's a bit of the banging happening, but yeah. Also I printed out my winter coat pattern. I printed out my frog bag. It is much smaller than I thought it'd be, the frog bag, so when I do a town jaunt, or you know, tag along with Rai on his next adventure out, I'm going to go to the library and I'm going to use the photocopier to copy it from A4 basically to A3, so then it doubles the size of it and makes it a much bigger frog, because at the moment it wouldn't even hold, it would hold my phone but it wouldn't hold my purse, and I have a big purse and then I have, you know, all sorts of crap in my bag. So yeah, so I want a good sized bag, a frog bag even more. So yeah, so I'm going to do that. All the fabric arrived for my coat. In fact, let me stop this for a second and turn you around and show you the coat fabric. Now it's all here. So also I've got a glove on my hand, especially this like pointing finger and this little bit of knuckles is so angry. I know I've been overdoing it, alright? Don't need to tell me. I shouldn't even be crocheting this cardigan. I know I shouldn't, but yeah, everything got a bit loud last night, so we quietened it down with a project. But yeah, so here is my frog bag that I'm going to extend and make bigger, and then I have got the coat pattern. Because it's done on measurements, I fit between two entirely different size coats. Yeah, so, which is annoying, because according to the measurements, it's because they're German sizes, and then underneath they've got the UK sizes. According to this, I'm a German 48 to 54. Which is quite a word. It goes up in twos, so that's like between 4 dress sizes, and then translated to UK, that's a 2022, which I could understand because it's done on bust weight hips, and obviously bust is big, which actually works for shoulders. But yeah, but the other one, it goes up to 26, 28, and I'm not that. So yeah, I need to make a toile basically. I need to do a tester of this pattern, not using my nice fabric. I never do toiles, it should be noted. I think on my last coat I did the lining first, so then that was kind of the toile, but the lining fabric is even nice on this. Last time it was a recycled patchwork thing that yeah, don't use recycled silk patchwork. It rots and rips and has no strength in it, so that shredded itself. So I swapped it out for Primark had some lovely Genko leaf bedding that was really decently priced, so I went and bought that and used the bedding. So yeah, that worked. That was the replacement, but yeah. So, but yeah, my lining fabric is even nice, so I don't want to use that as my tester. So yeah, so actually I could share with you a little fabric haul, because I did get fabric over the weekend, and there is stuff that isn't coat related in this. So yeah, so we'll start with the lining, which is this lovely Constellation Starry Night fabric. I thought it was really fun, and I thought it's 100% cotton, and I thought that would make the most fantastic lining. Obviously I'll show you all of the coat fabric together at the end, so you get an idea of what I was going for, or what I am going for. This is the contrast coat fabric. I only got a metre because it's going to be the inside of the 2 front panels and the outside of the collar and the inside of the pockets. So I've got a metre of this. This is pink wool. Again, like the coat fabric, it's not crazy thick, but it is wool. So yeah, so I've got that. And then here are my 2 chunks of coat fabric. You can see why I picked it. I mean, look. Even with autumnal hair. It works. So yeah, this is beautiful. It's so soft. It's lovely. Again, like the pink coating fabric, it's not crazy thick, so it'll have a nice flow and a drape. So yeah, so if I take the thinner piece to hold, you can get an idea of the vibe we're going for. So outside fabric, contrast and collar, and this will be the lining. It's very me, is it not? So yeah, in that lovely really beautiful coat pattern I'm really looking forward to doing. But I'm going to make a toile, and I'm going to make a test out the pattern before I used it. It's a completely new to me pattern maker, as a lot of small pattern makers are. It's a coat, the fabric is expensive. This is the whole reason why, God, I think it was during lockdown, it's been a while, like 2021 level lockdown, I got a whole load of, like, it wasn't calico, but it's sort of like it, calico, and it was something insane, like 20 or 30p a metre, like dirt cheap on one of my online fabric bits, because they get excess, end of stock, you know, seconds, slightly misprinted, you know, that kind of thing is very useful. If you're in the UK, pound a metre or pound fabrics are both very good. That's where I got the pink lining for the pink cotton fabric, as well as the lining, and I've got this other fabric to show you and other bits. So yeah, pound fabrics is the nicer of the two. Pound a metre is very good still. So yeah, and you get loads of deals and offers and vouchers and free shipping via inbox. So if you're a sewer or would like to do sewing, those are good websites if you have nowhere near you to buy fabric, because the joys of fabric shopping, you get to feel it, you get to see the drape, you get to, you know, hold it against other fabrics to test it. You know, I thankfully know my taste of being extravagant, over the top and a bit clashy. So a patterned coat with a patterned lining works perfect for me. But on the front is going to be the pink, and you'll just see the space behind me. So yeah, I'll be a bit like Doctor Who but cooler. Not that Doctor Who isn't cool, but you know what I mean. I could be a Time Lord if I really wanted to. So yeah. Also, while I was ordering, I picked up 3 meters of this. Is it not the most wonderful Art Nouveau fabric? It says it's a canvas mix, which, yeah, it does have, like, you know, it's not soft flowy cotton, but it does have a bit of, you know, could be a garment, you know, ness to it. So what I'm thinking with this, because it is lovely, number one, I'm going to make a frog bag. It needs to be a frog bag. I need an Art Nouveau frog in my life. And then I'm thinking a pair of trousers, either the wide leg ones with the pocket on the side, is it NH Patterns one I've got. I don't want to make bloomers out of it. I've got so many pairs of bloomers. I'm due to make rainbow ones. No more bloomers. Or I might make either a skirt. I don't want to make a dress. I'm thinking a skirt would be fun. Or cargo trousers. I have tried to make cargo trousers before. They did not go very well. They were massive, and then I took them in way too much, and then they were tight. Yeah. So I haven't had much luck with cargo trousers, and to be fair, they're not my go-to trouser. I just love the idea of baggy with pockets, but then again, I love wide leg and flare. So yeah, cargos generally have to go in at the ankles. I like bagginess at the ankles and flowiness. So yeah, that's where I'm like, I like the idea of cargos, but reality is I won't wear them as cargos. So I'm thinking some kind of white trouser or some kind of skirt. But then again, skirts are a bit boring. So I don't know. But yeah, frog bag and a garment is what it's going to become. But yeah, so I've got like 3 meters of this. I don't think there's any salvage to tell me who made it. I think it's basically knockoff Liberties, or just Art Nouveau design someone's printed, but it has full-on Liberties vibes. To be fair, you could do all sorts with it, and there is a black and white version and it was a grey or a neutrally colour, but I liked the colourful version because yeah, it gives very Lord of the Ring vibes, but it is an Art Nouveau Liberty design basically. Not at their prices. That was £6.25 a metre. Hence, you see what I mean by oddments and ends and yeah, second printings, or you know, not quite. It's quite useful. I've got some interfacing for my coat, and also the frog bag will need some. This is 3 meters for £3. So yeah, so I've got interfacing. I think it's medium. Yeah. And then for the bags, because I'm planning to make a rainbow, I've got rainbow tartan. I'm planning to make some trousers or a skirt out of it. I'm thinking a skirt because I could pleat it and make it very kilty. But also I want to make a frog bag. So yeah, but I got this like mustardy yellow and white and cream bag handle straps. I got a metre or 2 meters. I think I got 2 meters of this. It's beautifully soft. It's cotton. And yeah, thought it'd be really good for bags and could probably go here kind of goes with the Art Nouveau fabric. So yeah, so that's the aim for them. Yeah, so out of that it's going to be a coat, a garment, a bag, you know, just because. And then, you know, out of the fabric I've already got then another bag, a frog bag, a rainbow frog bag with a rainbow coat. It's gonna look so good. I will say I have the willpower of a slug. I went to Aldi. Don't shout at me. Alright, went to Aldi on Saturday. We needed stuff. I'd had the most horrendous heartburn Friday night to the point I just didn't sleep much. I went to bed at like 4 in the morning and all I wanted was something simple, and I was like, I just want bread and butter to try and stop this damn heartburn I took meds, it wasn't doing anything, it was just horrendous. It was combo, I think, anxiety, just weird things. It was a week last week, so yeah, just end of the week, big anxiety attack. So yeah, so I had the most horrendous, you know, heartburn, indigestion, everything was burning up to here. It was je ne sais quoi. And all I wanted was bread, and of course that day, that morning, all the bread had gone off. So it all had, you know, green polka dots, so it all went in the bin because that sudden burst of warmth we had. And I was like, I want bread. And we needed a few bits and bats, so yeah, so I ended up going to Aldi while I was there. 8 of these fell in my basket. It's called Wildflower. It's really pretty. I really like the colours. It's partly wool. Yeah, 20% wool, and then also 10 of these fell in my basket. This chunky yarn in cream. I'm not usually a chunky yarn person, but I have a love of like Aran cables, knitwear, and yeah, and I thought even just this, just crocheted up. Number one, it's insanely soft. Number two, it just gives that instant vibes of Aran without having to be cabled up. So yeah, so it looks like a cable cardigan without even trying, and I think it will make the most wonderful hiding it indoors slash if I want to wear it outside, just big slouchy cardigan. I don't think a jumper, I think a cardigan, because I do have a nice like bigger one, a rainbowy one that is proper knitted. But yeah, yeah, so I got this, and then also I thought it would make really cute pillow covers. So yeah, so £23 of that, and then like £23 money wise, and then for £2.99 I can't see them because they're tucked further on my table, but I did get a set of 4 different sizes of circular knitting needles, because number one, I thought it would be cool, now my brain has understood fibre things, to give knitting a go at some point. And my issue when I did it before, I've knitted like little tiny hats, like the, you know, the innocent smoothie hats. I could make them. I made them for my sister's robots. She has a robot collection, and 1 year I knitted her hats, and then I also made my mum some for some little things 1 year, and I learnt how to knit to make them. But of course I knitted tiny on these long thin needles, and what I struggled with was the actual needles. But now I know that circular needles are little, and then they're attached on a string which catches all your stitches. Seemed a good idea. So they are what I have picked up to try and learn some knitting, now that my brain kind of understands stitches and wool and how to do things and hand movements and tension. I understand that. So yeah, so I picked them up, and at some point I will give it a go. It's not in any major future, but it's there. And yeah, we've had a nice weekend. Rye, what did I do? Rye was chilling out my Saturday at home. It was lovely. We had a really nice day just chilling out together, and then he went and did bits with his mate in the evening, and then he went out to meet his friend's family, which was very sweet, because yeah, his friend is was in the Steam Fair video. yeah, sees him as a stepson. It's quite funny. We have this really good, you know, it's sort of, you know, he's a stepson, but we've never had a relationship in biology. But yeah, he's the most wonderful human. Is, yeah, my son's friend. So yeah, so they went met his family, and they went to a museum that was nearby, an American-based museum that was full of Cold War planes. Someone showing me some pictures. Sorry, you know me, while I chat, I just casually pick skin and just pick bits I shouldn't, because anxiety. And yeah, so they had a nice weekend doing that. I chilled at home. I might have went to my mum's house, but they are poorly. They're quite poorly, bless them. And they're like, no, we got an X on the door, plague house. And I'm like, cool. I mentally thought, cool, I love you, but no. I'm trying so hard not to get poorly right now. I just don't want to get poorly. But yeah, but hey ho, 'tis life. But yeah, so no, we're doing well. So yeah, this week is going to be a lot of crafting. We're going to make the toile of my coat this week. That's the aim. I don't want to rush my coat. I'm in no mood to rush it, but it'd be nice to make the toile, test out the pattern, figure out the size, see how much I've got. The joys of this kind of thing is because it's a toile, I can draw on the fabric, so I can draw exactly where I need to take it in. And if I sew it together with like basting stitches, I can then take it apart and then use that, and then cut where I've made adaptations and use that as the pattern. Is kind of the aim. On the bits I've had to adapt. Things that are the same, I'll just use the paper pattern, but things I've adapted, I can use the toile as its pattern, and then I can also draw them onto the pattern and adapt the pattern for future use if I were to suddenly want to make another coat. But usually I'm a one and done with a coat, but you never know. So yeah, this week's hope is to do a toile, get that sorted, and then maybe start cutting out the coat fabric is a reality. I won't have it done in a week, but if I could have a toile done and we start cutting out the fabric, that would be amazing. I want to get a couple of Christmas presents made this week, but they will be more shown on the crochet vlog than here, because I'm quite liking to separate it out. We need to pop out, we need to go to the library, need to enlarge that sewing pattern for the bag. That will be fun, making a bag. I might make that its own video, I don't know. Yeah, we're going to carry on with the soup stuff this week. I did food prep over the weekend, so I roasted all the jacket potatoes, sweet potatoes. All that's in the fridge, ready to rock and roll. I need to clean the kitchen. The big rubbish bin got taken today, so I can finally do a whole lot of organising in my kitchen and get rid of the old busted bin. Put the new one in I bought, and that will clear a space in my living room. And yeah, so my sort of Wurzel Gummidge feeling house will, everything will shuffle in its place by the end of the week, but we just got to get to the end of the week for that to happen. So yeah, so we're going to work methodically, but by the end of this week I hope to have a toile for my coat, my sewing pattern sorted out. So I don't plan, you know, if I can make it, it'll be great, but reality is if I could just get the pattern done, like the sewing pattern for the frog bag enlarged, that's more realistic. So yeah, 12 coat, enlarge the sewing pattern, 2 Christmas presents done, and 2 soups made. So they're my 4 aims of this week. We are being very homely, very DIY, very just cozy vibes really, while it's bright, but we are still, yeah, we're rolling on cozy vibes. My brain is liking the indoors. We're embracing the indoors-ness of it all. But while making progress. So yeah, we're all good. Also, by doing all these things and then working through and getting jobs done, it does mean that maybe this weekend we might get my October spooky box out early. Because it's beginning of October next week, so yeah, we might get all the pumpkins and all the spooky stuff out. We might decorate this weekend and spookify my living room, because bats. It's the main reason, bats. So yeah, so that might be a fun video for us to decorate my house. Say decorate my house. I don't decorate the outside. It would get stolen. Yes, the joys of just, you know, life nowadays. But decorate the inside of my house. I don't have trick-or-treaters over. I don't do parties. We don't do anything. I don't even watch spooky movies on Halloween. But I love to decorate my living room for October with ghosts and mainly pumpkins and crunchy leaves and yeah, all the nice things. But yeah, this year I'm going particularly autumnal, I'm thinking. So yeah, but with some little sprinkles of spooky. But yeah, and we might go for a mooch this week to Asda. That is on my list because I want to go and get I want to get a deep pot for making soup. My pots, it's all right at the edge, and with the blending stick I need a taller pot. And the only other one I've got is a jam thing that it's so elderly and fucked, it needs to go in the bin. So yeah, it's been on my list to throw away. I think I might have already thrown it away, to be honest. I don't think I own it anymore. So that was the only deep thing I owned. So yeah, so I need to go get a deeper, like, stock pot kind of thing. Thanks to my mum, I am a snob and I like Scoville things. So yeah, I'm going to go to Asda because they always have Scoville on offer. Go get a big stock pot for making soup. And if they have it out, I want to go look up the Halloween goodies. My sister told me the jewellery's out, but that's just little stamp jewellery stuff. And I know the Stacey Solomon stuff's out, which we can go look at, but I want the Halloween aisle. I want the seasonal aisle. So yeah, so we might do a wee adventure to Asda, pick up anything's missing in the food stuff like rind smoothies, because of course he only drinks Asda smoothies, because tis the tism. Yeah, but there we go. There is our weekend plan, my day so far. But I'm literally in comfy pyjamas. I've been wearing this t-shirt now for 3 days, so I do plan to get dressed properly tomorrow. Did not see the point today because I knew they'd be back doing stuff and I did not know what level of things. So only the fact my legs were going weirdly numb that I came in the living room. Apart from that, I would happily be chilling out in bed. But yeah, my aim for today is literally Hexicardy. And yeah, that's actually my main plan for the day, is just to work. So I'm just going to restack the fabric. Just turn you while I do it. That's my main plan for the day, is yeah, work on my hexagon cardigan, which is the Christmas present. So, you know, it's doing a job. Is it the washing up? No. Is it taking the rubbish out and organising bits? No. Is it a job? Yes. So yeah, that's the kind of mood I'm in today. I'm not full on procrastinating, but I don't want to do anything sensible. Rye's going to be out for the evening. We have already sorted his meal out. Mine is going to be whatever I fancy eating. All I've eaten so far today is some little mini rolls. Oh, and I proudly ate cupcakes this weekend. A lot of cupcakes, because I bought a tray of them in Aldi. An Aldi's tray of 12 cupcakes. They're the best when you just want sweet things. That is all I've been craving. So yeah, so I had sweet things. But yeah, so I am going to go. I think actually get myself some lunch because it's like, God, gone 2 o'clock, nearly 3. Should go eat something sensible. And yeah, so there we go. That's our week. Mock up a coat, sort out a pattern, make some Christmas presents, go to Asda, and do. Oh, I lie 5. Do some housework / organising, and make soup. All good. So yeah, so there we go. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday, or whatever day you're watching this, you know. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and yeah, you're able to be enjoying the sunshine, whether it be in the house and just absorbing it in or whatever. But yeah, taking the old natural vitamin D, because my God, the seasonal sad is coming, you know. So let's enjoy this daylight while we can. So yeah, but no, I hope you're doing well. And yeah, let's have a lovely, productive, creative week, because yeah, that is what is soothing the demons at the moment, and we are all into soothing those head demons. So yeah, so if this week I just make things and that's all that I do, we have won. and the demons have been quieted for another week. So yeah, so let's work on quieting those demons. See you later. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I did not realise, excuse me, yesterday was officially the first day of autumn, so it's officially now autumn. Not that we haven't been autumning since the beginning of September over here. Please excuse my hair, it's dual wash. I'm going to have a shower today. I am dressed in all the comfy clothes. I have got long sleeve shirt. I'll show you the front of it. It says Cozy Cabin Reading Retreat. That's autumnal on books. It's from oh, forget the name of them. Yeah, they're done with their spooky shirts for the year, unfortunately. But they have got jumpers. I'm being really good because I'm making so many obviously crochet things. I don't need to buy a jumper as much as I want to, but yeah, I've resisted. But yeah, today we've got a long sleeve on, we've got a cardigan on, tracksuit bottoms, and the best bit, homemade socks. So yeah, I am so warm and cozy today. Kind of needed. You know when you wake up and your brain is like, I just need a physical I just need a warm hug, basically. So I'm giving myself a warm hug today in layers and warmth and fuzz. Even my tracksuit bottom's fuzzy on the inside. But yeah, I basically had a night-long nightmare. My brain went along and shook some boxes it really didn't need to. With some people I really would rather not. So yeah, so although I've slept, as you can see with my yawning, one of those real life kind of dreams. Wasn't like nightmare and ridiculous, but it just had people in it and circumstances that I just, yeah, would rather not. So yeah, I am quite tired today and feeling already quite wrung out emotionally. You know, basically we can expect a day of just very glassy, watery eyes. Just feeling a bit not quite. I'm absolutely starving. I need to see some food. I might make some porridge. Actually, today's a porridge kind of morning. The first proper morning of waking up and thinking it's really quite cold. It's quite cold. Did bust out the heating last night. So yeah, just for like an hour. But that's usually what I do. And then sometimes, like when it gets really cold, we go on a certain temperature all day. But yeah, at the moment we just need a little blip every now and then. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Yeah, no. Not 100% sure what I'm doing today. I'm entirely honest. I just don't know anything. I'm in that don't know kind of mood. I know I'm not crocheting because my hand is so sore. I overdid it yesterday. Let me show you the reason why I overdid it though. I made the front half of... I made a half a cardigan in 24 hours, basically. So that is why my hand is really damn sore. So, yeah. It's this one. So, yeah. It's very clicky today, but, yeah. I could technically be going out today, but part of me is thinking, no. I'm tired, feeling quite run out, and I also know that maybe as nice as hiding in my house is, it would probably do me well to blow the cobwebs out my brain by going outside. So, catch 22. So yeah, it's just one of those things. I'm like, oh, I should do that. Should I do that? So yeah, I don't know. In all honesty though, it would be to go size up that bag pattern, with which I cannot make the bag yet, as much as I would like to make the bag. I can't make it yet. I looked at the hardware I've got, and it's too small. It would fit the tiny size frog bag, but I don't want to make a tiny frog, I want to make a big frog. So I've needed to upsize all the hardware. The webbing I bought is quite wide. It will go with projects, but I just don't think it will go with the fabric. When I looked at it together, it didn't quite. So I will use it for another project. I've got so many bits I want to make. So yeah, webbing, bag webbing will get used. And it was a good deal, so yeah, it was worth getting. Sorry, especially now my local fabric shop has closed. Pretty much. They're at the point they're like, buy it 5 meters, get 5 free. That level of clear out. So yeah. But yeah. So yeah, I got those bits on a Temu order yesterday, because Temu is pretty good for certain bits and bats. Would I buy fabric from there? No. Did I buy weird specialist wool from there? Because I knew it would be okay, because it's polyester and it's like a novelty yarn. Yes, I bought the moss yarn from there. I wouldn't buy stuff to make a jumper out of, you know. But yeah, so it's good for certain craft supplies. But yeah, I got webbing for the bag, I got all the bag supplies, the sliders, the clips, the D-rings. So yeah, zips I've got tons of. So yeah, all good on zips. Just going through my head mentally what I picked up. Got my son's friend a birthday card as a present. It's their birthday, and they're all celebrating at the same time when they go away. October. Camping. It is literally like 5 people's birthday in October, and they're doing it all in one. They did it last year on holiday, so no one's specific birthday is picked out, but it's happening over the weekend of Ryan's actual birthday, so Ryan's birthday is while they're away. So yeah, but yeah, so he asked for something really specific, so I picked that up, and I picked up a specific birthday card. Actually, I might as well tell you, because they're not going to watch my vlogs, thankfully. They like pigeons. They just really like pigeons. So I got them a pigeon themed birthday card. It's one of my favourite stupid ones. I bought one from TK Maxx to put on my wall in my kitchen. I haven't yet, but I'm going to. And it says, whoa, we're halfway there, whoa, pigeon on a chair. It's the best. So I picked up one of them off Temu. As well as a soft toy pigeon. And they have this thing about Rice Krispie squares. It's a stupid thing between the two of them. Just open my phone. And yeah, so they've been back and forth with these silly Rice Krispie things. And this I spotted on a TikTok the other day, and I screenshotted it, and I thought, of all things, this is hilarious. They're in Home Bargains. Let's put it over my face, see if it will focus. Go up. There we go. They do Rice Krispie square bubble bath. And I was like, oh my god, that's perfect. I'm like, isn't it? So yeah. So yeah, he will be popping out this week. Go to the Home Bargains to see if they have that. Sorry, I keep yawning. But I'm thinking when he does that, I will tag along, because I want to see if they have got Golden Grahams in stock. If not, I want to go to B&M, and apparently they could have them there. My friend messaged me yesterday going, oh my god, her daughter was on I think it was Temu or something, and she was like, did you know Temu do food? They do gold grams. They're £6 a box there, and I'm like, yeah, home bargains, B&M, apparently Aldi and Lidl. If you type in Golden Grams UK, there's even a website. I was like, I just need to go look for them, but I haven't yet. Yeah, made a joke about having a cereal date because that's what we would do. But yeah, so I need to, I think when he goes and does that, I will tag along, go up that way, go looking at bargains with them, and then also the B&M is not too far, and the big cancer research charity shop. So I have not looked in B&M yet this year at spooky things much. I've been in once, so yeah, and that was very early. Still had a lot of gardening and summer sales, so yes, I wouldn't mind going to look at the B&M stuff. Not that I'm particularly in the mood to buy anything spooky, but it just would be cool to go look at it and see what they have. See if there are any ideas I can pinch to do something homemade, because obviously October I'm doing a lot of homemade spooky things this year. Yeah. Sorry, lost my train of thought. Yeah, so that's kind of an added plan now to this week, is to go do our home bargains B&M charity shop mooch with the boy, / tagging along the boys on the boys bus pass. And also I said last week about how you should do like competition things on your phone, like if you have O2 priority, do it. I do O2 priority. I use the airtime app, so by just buying stuff on my card it gives me money. I earn money very slowly, and every now and then I get up to a tenner and it takes off and I can use it against my phone bill. So it takes a tenner off my phone bill. Bearing in mind my phone bill is currently like £10.99, so it means I get a free month on my phone every now and then, which is cool from just using my card. But yeah, so I use the AirUp app, Airtime app even, not AirUp, that's those stupid drinks bottles. Airtime app, the O2 priority app because I'm an O2 customer, and then Sky VIP, no, I'm VIP because I've been with them stupidly long. Sky rewards on the Sky app because I'm a Sky customer. So yeah, I do them. I've won theatre tickets, I've won quite a couple, actually I've won 2 lots of theatre tickets. I did win Disney on Ice tickets, but the timing was not good, so I basically said no thanks to them, because just moods and travel and all that didn't work out for it, but I did win them. I've won, God, on the Blue Mondays they've been doing, I've won like a year's subscription to Grazia. I've won all sorts of little bits and pieces. They do every now and then just freebies, like here is a free pizza, here is a free chocolate bar, here is free dairy milk. You know, it's pretty good. But yeah, I did yesterday's Blue Monday, use a tapper thing, and yeah, won a M&S gift card. It just said a treat for the weekend. Did it, and it's a £10 gift card that's valid from Thursday. So I've got a tenner free for M&S this weekend, which I am not complaining about. So yeah, so I'm going to, on one of the days, go take myself up that way and go get myself treats for this weekend. I was like, ooh, do I do a meal deal? Do I do some ready meals? Do I do a pile of cake? Do I indulge and buy a birthday cake level style of cake? Do I buy a pile of sweets? Do I buy some biscuits? And I was like, ooh. So yeah, so I've got a tenner, and I might just add a £5 to it. Then there's, the option to get what I might fancy. Yeah, so that's a nice treat for this weekend. But yeah, feeling very just not today. I don't think today would be a good day for me today. I don't think today would be a good day for me to go out. I think Ryan's chilling indoors today. He's going out tomorrow, so I might tag along tomorrow. And then I'll go do maybe, home bargain to B&M and all that. I'm thinking today, gonna put the coat pattern together. I'm gonna cut it out in the biggest size just because so many apart, you know. It's just, it seems like it's gonna be big, but then again, it's easier to take in something bigger than it is to make something smaller, bigger. So if I cut it at the biggest size, I know then what size to cut out the coat fabric. So yeah, so I think I'm going to put the pattern together, cut the coat pattern out, and then if I have the energy I might cut out the toile today, but we will see. Yeah, just a bit, everything's feeling a lot today. I mean, it's like 9:30 in the morning, nearly 10, so it's not one of them days today. But yeah, no, go out tomorrow. I can go do home bargains, B&M, charity shop, library, Asda, because then I can get my soup pot and I'll make soup tomorrow. That would be nice. So I think today, yeah, coat pattern and some washing up is a very sensible thing to do. Put all the clean stuff away yesterday, so there's a nice big space ready to do the washing up. But yeah, I am very low energy today. I'm very feeling just emotionally wiped out, thanks to, nightmares. We'll just call it nightmares, because yeah, anything that goes in and shakes a big old box of feelings and people and circumstances in my brain is a nightmare. So yeah, so I'm just not feeling it today. As much as I'd like to sit and just hibernate and, you know, crochet and do things, my hand is sore. I should have rested yesterday and I didn't. I need to rest it today. So instead I'm going to piss it off by cutting out sewing pattern. Yeah. I'll do, yeah, just some loud music today and distractions and bits, but I think for now I need to go make myself some porridge. So I'm starving. And yeah, I will catch up with you beautiful folks a bit later, probably this evening, just as a check-in. But oh, fuck's sake, at least today we don't have any demo. There's no more demolition, that's done and dusted. And yeah, so I'm thinking today, yeah, coat pattern, a bit of washing up done, and then gonna have a shower. We're gonna do nice skincare. I have been doing my skincare, so that is one thing I have been keeping on top of. But I might do a face mask and redye my eyebrows because they're fading a bit, and I think new bed in, and we'll be really, really kind to ourselves today. Would be a really good idea. So yeah, so I think that's how it's gonna roll today. But I'm feeling quite delicate, and yeah, I need to be handled with kind gloves. So that's what I'm gonna do to myself. I'm gonna handle myself with kind gloves. But we're gonna start it with a big bowl of brown sugar porridge, because that sounds amazing right now. Don't want cold cereal, I want porridge. So yeah, so I'll catch up with you beautiful folks a bit later, and I hope you're all doing well. Hello, happy evening. Sorry for reflections. I need my glasses on. I got a cracking headache, just growing. I I had to go lay in bed for a good 3 hours today. Slept part of it, just laid there with my eyes closed for a chunk, but I did sleep most of it because my nightmares from last night, literally by 12 o'clock I was in bed. I was so tired. So yeah, it's been a delicate day. Got a bit of washing up done though, just the washing up that was in the bowl, but that's the loudest shouter, so I got that done. Soaking knives and forks now. I've just put pizza in because today's dinner is hot and edible. And as you would have seen from the little time lapse, that was only 1 row, by the way. The sewing pattern was 6 rows. Yeah, I cut out, taped, and then taped the rows, and then I've got it just down there in the rough big pages before I go in and cut the size I need to cut out of the coat pattern. Also, I'm going to have to go in and specify what fabric I'm using on what bit, because part of it is a coating fabric on a lining, and yeah, it's a bit more complicated than your average bear. So yeah, but first, before I do anything, I'm going to do a mock-up in the test fabric. So tomorrow's mission is Rye is off to the workshop tomorrow. He's had a very nice chill day, so just figure where I could put you. I've put the light on the other end of my living room, see, you can see why sometimes I don't, but it's nice this evening. Yeah, Rye is going off to the workshop tomorrow, so I'm gonna jump on his bus pass basically, you know, to town with him, and then I'm gonna, as much as my brain wants to do all the things tomorrow, I can't. I know I can't. So yeah, so instead I'm going to jump off at my mum's, go drop off the coat for my sister to sell. She sold the other coat already, which is amazing, and another pair of shoes. So 3 out of 4 shoes have sold, and she sold a coat for me, which is great. I mean, what am I up to so far? I added it up earlier. I'm up to £95. So the coat fabric has been made. All the fabric for my coat nearly has been made. So that's amazing. So yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so the expensive fabric has been covered, the lining fabric, the extra meter. Yeah, hopefully with the sale of this second coat, that will cover the pattern, so then my coat has been paid for. So yeah. Let alone the other pair of boots, you know. So, and my sister, bless her, with the sale of all the clothes she took from me, has managed to make the money combined with that and bits she's picked up and stuff from my mum and that. She does vintage basically as her, you know, thing to do in life. She has made the money for her dentist. So yeah, so she has been insanely brave, because she's honestly had all kinds of issues and all kinds of things go wrong over the years, but she's been so brave recently, and you know, she went to the dentist and she's getting big sorted, and yeah, she's getting painful things sorted and big scary things sorted. So yeah, so she's made the money for her dentist bill, which is amazing. And I'm pleased that I could help by, you know, she said, you've got nice things. I'm like, well yeah, I'm a classy bitch. Yeah, so she was pleased with my go through my summer stuff before I got rid of it. And she basically took everything apart from the crafty things, which actually I'm nabbing a bit of fabric back out of, because it's a good like earthy brown, so it's going to be great actually as a lining for the frog bags. And the other bits that are some Lego fabric and some big balls of wool, as I said, I'm just going to take to my local charity shop. So yeah, was thinking about maybe buying a weekly bus ticket, but I know the second I buy one of them I don't go out, and I can feel with how my sleep is being really fucked with by my brain, my nightmares, shaking the gremlin boxes of no thank you that my brain has hidden neatly away, as well as just feeling still that bit run down. I'm so determined not to get poorly, but I can feel myself run down and I hear it in my voice. So yeah, so I'm really trying hard not to overdo it, you know. Trying so hard. Don't know how successful we're being, but we're trying. So yeah, so what we're going to do tomorrow is snag a lift on Ryan's bus pass to town, go to the library. I might take the craft stuff to town. No, I'm going to my sister's first, and the trolley's already mostly full with a coat. Nah, I'm not going to overload it. There is no sense pushing myself. So yeah, go to my mum's, drop off stuff, literally a drive-by drop-off. They're all really quite poorly down there, and I love them, but I do not want to get their plague. So literally be I open the door, hi, here's your stuff, hope you're all good, and leave. I don't want to catch their gremlin. No offence to them. They've got a red mark on the door, even that's what my mum said. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not popping by. So yeah, so I'm dropping off stuff. Dropping off a coat for my sister to sell. By the sound of it, she is the healthiest of the three at the moment. And then yeah, go to the library, enlarge the sound pattern for the bag, and then yeah, I'm going to pop to Asda. I'm going to go get my soup pot, and probably some smoothies and little bits for the fridge, just because the stuff I got already on Saturday, bits have been eaten through. So yeah, there's a few bits I need to get. Mainly I've been hailed my yoghurts and my little pots of jelly and custard, so I need to go get some yoghurty type of thing. So I've got a big pot of lemon yoghurt left, but that is one sitting with me. So yeah, so I'm gonna go get that. Yeah, mooch at their spooky season stuff / autumnal stuff, see what they got in, and then from there head home. Yeah, and then Thursday gonna pop out. I'm gonna have bus ticket because Rye is doing boat club Thursday. I'm good at keeping on top of our schedules nowadays. And yeah, I'm gonna go get the bus up to M&S because my voucher will be usable from then, so I can start using it. So I'm gonna go use my voucher, get some bougie food. In reality, probably a meal deal. As lovely as the idea of buying a big birthday cake is, I couldn't finish a whole birthday cake when I bought one. So yeah, I don't need to spend £8 on a bougie cake. So yeah, I'll be good. But I'm gonna get a really nice meal deal or a pile of ready meals. I think just get something really indulgent and a bit nice. So yeah, and then wander around. Probably will go do the charity shop, B&M, and then go to Home Bargains, finish up there, and then there's a bus stop right near it, so then I can get the bus straight to town and then straight home. So yeah, so I'm going to split up my town stuff into 2 afternoons this week, so then it gives me, like, tomorrow I'll do town stuff. I think Rye's going down like morning time. I can then go do sewing in the afternoon, evening, and cut out and start sewing together the toile for my coat. And then obviously Thursday town, and then that'll be on my own schedule, so I'll probably go in the morning to get it done, and then come back and sew for the afternoon, carry on with the coat, because I really do want to get the toile done this week. And then once I've got that done, I know what level I'm working with, I know my fabric, you know, I know what if I need to shorten it, that kind of stuff I need to play around with, because if you need to shorten it, I need to shorten it all over, so that means taking up every single piece in the same place at the same amount, because each piece needs to be taken up. And yeah, I mean, to be fair, I don't mind a long coat. I like a long coat. I love the dramatic swoosh. You know, you're talking to someone who bought a velvet cape during lockdown just because she wanted to go walking in a velvet cape. As it was quite short, small across the shoulders, because, you know, my rugby player shoulders to cover my rugby player legs, according to old family members. But yeah, so I don't mind a long swooshy coat. It's like wearing a duvet. But yeah, I just need to make the fit of everything. I will say it's looking like my measurements are working out more to the sewing pattern than the dress sizes. This is why you ignore dress sizes for sewing. You go purely on measurements. You don't think, oh well, I'm a 16, you know, 14 to 16 or a 16 to 18 here, or I'm 20 there. If you're all these sizes in all these places, you're not going to be the same in sewing patterns. So this is why sewing is done on measurements, and sometimes the measurements, you read it and you go, oh, I'm not that low, am I? But again, it's a coat. It needs to basically, for me, for over a chunky jumper is my thing. Chunky jumper and a good scarf is my necessaries for a coat. So yeah, but thankfully I don't need to test out stuff like pockets on the coat or the collar. It's more the body and the arms. So yeah, so I can at least know with that, you know, what I'm working with. And yeah, so by Friday we should have a toile of a coat. And we will see whether then I carry on cutting out the coat fabric, or if I start cutting out, I might cut out the frog bag and then have everything ready for when all the stuff arrives. My Temu parcel has been sent off, so that has got its tracking number and all good stuff. So the hardware and the bag straps are on the way. So yeah, so I could always cut out the stuff ready to go, sew as far as I can till I need all the bits, and then wait patiently. Also then it gives me a chance to double check on zips. So yeah, so I think basically this week is prep week. We're prepping and testing. So yeah, toiles and tests. I was trying to think of a little catchy phrase for my vlogs now, rather than just a number. The number helps me know the order of everything, by the way, and just, you know, how things go, because it just helps me out. So yeah, but also you will have to let me know, because obviously it's October next week. Is it October next week? I'm sure yeah, it's October next week. Did you want me to do vlogtober? Because obviously I don't do vlogmas, because no offense, I don't December. And yeah, if you have not been round, there's reasons I don't December. But yeah, where are we? October. I'm going to a steam show at the local mill, which is pretty damn cool. I didn't know we had a local mill, but yeah, there's a mill. Rye is away for his birthday. I will spend 3 days decorating my mum's house, transforming her dining room. There is of course Halloween. There will be spooky things. There will be spooky crochet, some spooky baking, some spooky sewing. I'll be making my coat. I'll be making frog bags. I think it would be fun, don't you? And also then I can just film, chuck it up, upload, just get it going up. So I think that might be a fun thing to do. And I did it last year and I got into the knack of editing quite quickly. So yeah, so if anything went wrong I did let you know. But I'm thinking vlogtober, because then I could save decorating, get my spooky box out of the cupboard, we could start it off with decorating. I think that would be really fun. So yeah, and also then it gives me just a day or two next week just to have a moment. So yeah, make sure I'm not going to get myself poorly. So yeah, let me know. But I am 99% sure I'm going to do vlogtober, because I enjoy it. It's as I was described to people, my mum does Christmas, I do Halloween. I love October. I love all the things. So yeah, so I think we need to do that. Yeah. You'll be sick to death of my face and I'll be sick to death of my camera. But I'm never sick to death of you guys. That's the difference. God, my hair is filthy. Look at it. Yeah, I've got dinner in the oven now. I've got pizza. I've already said that. Yeah, once I had dinner, I'm going to have a nice shower this evening. And I'm going to, I don't think I want to do a face mask. I just want to do like loads of moisturiser and my bits and pieces on my mush. So yeah, do my skincare. I think I will re-dye the old brows this evening because they are faded quite a bit. And yeah, change my bedding tonight. I've got a pumpkin bedding that's clean. think I need some new bedding. So I'm going to change my bedding tonight. Just for that ultimate, let's try and fix my sleep. I'm going to take my melatonin. I'm going to take all the things and see if my brain might be kind to me. So yeah, so shower, so the head feels nice. Seasonal eczema is acting up, so yeah, need that sorting out. So yeah, nice shower, nice hair wash, you know, fresh bedding. It will be lovely. So yeah, the only thing I can't cope with quite today is smells. Strong smells are a bit much. I had my candle on earlier, it didn't last long, so yeah. But I have shower gel that smells like polo citrus, which is my favourite smell in the world. So yeah, so I'm going to be a happy bunny. So yeah, so I'm going to do all those lovely self-care things this evening. And yeah, have some dinner, have a nice shower, do all the skincare, moisturise, all the niceties, do my bedding, and then just chill in bed. I might even read my book, because I've got the nice fabric book that I've been reading, which I got from the library. I'm about a third of the way through. It's very, very good. So yeah, it's lots of historical bits tucked in with the person and their story. It's really good. They also did another book I've found out. It's not available at my local library, but I have found it on Amazon cheap, so I might have to buy a second-hand copy. This happens sometimes. But yeah, so one of the books I've got out, I'm going to take pictures of tonight. So I might sit and do that while pizza's cooking. So yeah, sorry today's been a long thing. I've had a lot to say apparently. But yeah, so there we go. But I think that'll be fun. Vlogtober. And yeah, it gives me a good excuse just to go looking around the shops, because the nearer you get into October, you'd think there'd be more spooky things coming out, because they've been out since July. The less there is. But also things start going on sale. And yeah, that's where I could indulge. We will see. But yeah, also I plan to do some gallery days in October, so that will be fun. But in the meantime, I will not stop chewing your ear off with just rabbiting nonsense. And yeah, I will catch up with you beautiful people tomorrow. And yeah, I'm going to pop to town and start on Coat Wars. So yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, happy Wednesday. I was just checking the day of the week. I'm in yesterday's t-shirt, but it's fine. I've had a hair wash this morning. I didn't get around to having a shower. Instead I just curled up on the sofa enjoying my book. It was a lovely evening, and yeah, I did that. Said my major niggle was my hair, because obviously I've been washing. But yeah, so I have a shower later or tomorrow, but my hair is now done, so it doesn't feel so ugh. And also I just did my brows and my skincare, so yeah, feeling quite human. I have got my yellow trousers on from the charity shop the other day. Oh my god, they fit so lovely. So I've got my cardigan out, because you know when you see something, you see an outfit. I was like, oh, yellow trousers, my long cardigan, an autumnal shirt. Yeah, so that's the aim today. But yeah, so gonna be popping out to drop off stuff at my mum's house, go to the library, and then pop to Asda. That's my mission today. I finished cutting out my coat pattern. I cut all the pieces out nicely in the right size, in the biggest size. So yeah, basically we're gonna cut a toile out today, and see how far we're gonna get in sewing it, to see about fit and stuff. So yeah, I'm already looking, and I think it's gonna have to be shortened a bit. I know obviously compared to the paper pattern and then fabric it's different, but it is hitting my ankles, because the pattern is designed for someone, it says 5'5", but it seems, compared to the picture, the person is wearing heeled boots, and yeah, it's just I want mid-calf / a little bit longer, but not ankles, between the two. It's silly, but there's just enough in it to go between looking too big. And just right. So yeah, so I will be figuring that out on the fabric pieces and then transferring that info onto the paper pattern to what I need to cut out and not. As it is, apparently the seam allowance isn't included, but I'm not really going to add much to it because it's already quite generous looking, so I'm going to cut it out as it is with no seam allowance and then see. So actually technically it's going down a size or two, but yeah, I think that would probably work out best. So yeah, there's my nerdy sewing talk. But yeah, I've put my crochet glove on because I did start also last night the other half of my sister's cardigan, get that going. So yeah, we've obviously got balcony walls. They are now building the walls back up. So yeah, they're working on my neighbours, so they're going to get that done first, and then I think it's me and then the other neighbour. So yeah, but all good though, so there we go. Yeah, so I've just put on a wash load that needs to go through. Oh shit, I just remembered I forgot to put fabric conditioner in. Oh well. It's the only wash load I actually ever put fabric conditioner in, is Ryan's pants basically. Kid with gut conditions equals fabric conditioner. No more things need to be explained. So yeah. But yeah, so that's my plans today. Is yeah, popping out, doing those couple of bits, then coming home and cracking on with sewing stuff. I think I'm gonna run a hoover round first, just because I'm weird about laying fabric down on the floor, and if the floor is not clean, I'm just a bit weird about it now. It's a good thing to be weird about. So yeah, so I've still got the paper on the floor. I need to put that in the bin, and then also yeah, run a hoover round just for my brain. I think it's because Ryan does so many bits and pieces now with various things. I don't want any little bits getting on fabric. If I cut out the nice fabric in the next couple of days, which would be amazing if I could do that, because that is a big step. So usually I'd make the lining as a toile, but because the lining involves coating fabric, I don't want to do that, and also the lining fabric's expensive. So yeah, we're not going to do that. So instead, we're just going to work with toile fabric. Yeah, so that's kind of the mission today, is those couple of bits, and reality says cut out the toile, ambition says sew the toile. So yeah, and then tomorrow I'm going to pop out, do some shops and bits, go get that voucher with the nice goodies, which makes it worth the bus fare, and then yeah, come home and carry on and coat walls. It's kind of the aim, and yeah, I'm really quite excited. I think for vlogtober next week I'm definitely going to do it. Apologies if it's not your cup of tea, but I really enjoy it, and you get more often videos in real time, so if there's something I'm like, what do you think, you can give opinions and I can, you know, take it in, and you know, if I'm unsure on something, I'm like, oh, I need some input, or just we can chat in real time. So yeah, so I think it's quite fun doing vlogtober. We already have some fun bits planned. I booked a ticket yesterday to go to the cinema next Friday, which is October 3rd, to go see Life of a Showgirl, the viewing party thing. I booked a ticket. I'm so excited. Tickets went live yesterday. I didn't buy it till way into the evening because I decided, sod it, I'm gonna go. It's 89 minutes long, which is cool. And yeah, it's in the massive cinema screen, like the big one. So yeah, that's gonna be so fun. Last time I was in there I was watching Barbie. I don't even think I watched the Eras tour in there. Might have done. I think I watched the Eras tour in there, because I watched the Eras tour way later into the bit, but yeah. So yeah, but honestly the screen is packed. There's like the occasional 1 seat and 2 seat left, and a few in the front, but it's packed for the first show at 8 o'clock. So yeah, I booked that. I thought, a cinema screen full of Swifties enjoying all the same thing. Amazing. And it's like, yeah, next Friday night. So I was like, sod it, gonna go have a nice evening out with my therapist. Yeah, so I'm gonna enjoy that. I've already decided I'm gonna dress up. Why wouldn't I? The fact I didn't realise I've accidentally got look green and orange in my hair. I think green and orange outfit, and I have a sequin jacket I keep wanting to wear, but because it's velvet and it is warm, it's lovely, but I haven't been able to wear it yet, so I'm like, I can wear my sequin jacket. So yeah, so I'm gonna wear sequins, we're gonna go colour themed, we're gonna have fun, I'm gonna get my friendship bracelets out for my birthday, put them on, and yeah, we're gonna go have an awesome time. So looking forward to that. So yeah, so that would be really fun with a whole load of fun people. And also, it sounds really stupid, I could get McDonald's for dinner afterwards, because there's McDonald's nearby, and they got the chicken Big Mac, which I love, so I'm gonna go get that after some dinner, or beforehand, probably before. So yeah, very much looking forward to a cinema jaunt. And then also there are some exhibitions in October I want to go see, because they both finish in October. I want to go see the Grace and Perry exhibition at the at Wallace House, the Wallace collection, and I want to go see the Van Gogh and Kiefer and Sam Kiefer exhibition at the Royal Academy. So yeah, those two are biggies on my list. I love Sam Kiefer. I have seen nearly, I think apart from I've missed one, I've seen most of his exhibitions in quite a few years now in London. So yeah, so I'm very excited for this one because it coincides with Van Gogh. He's always used sunflowers in his work, so it's a really fun crossover. So yeah, so it just makes sense. So I'm looking forward to them. So I need to find out the dates of them, plan that. Obviously, as I said yesterday, gonna be spending 3 days at my mum's decorating while Ryan is camping. I'm even gonna sleep over my mum's. We get to go sleep over, so yeah, we get lots of time with a potato and my mum and just decorating and yeah, having fun. So that will be really cool. What else? Obviously Halloween, gonna do some nice baking. We're gonna obviously we're already doing soups, but yeah, do some nice baking, maybe make some silly things like, you know, spooky shaped pizza and all that kind of thing, and yeah, just have a really fun October. So I'm looking forward to it. If there's any ideas of anything you'd like to see, please let me know, because obviously this weekly vlog will be going up on the Saturday beforehand. I won't be vlogging Monday, I think it's Monday, Tuesday. There's still September. Where are we? Yeah, Monday, Tuesday. I won't be vlogging Monday, Tuesday, just to give myself a wee break and also figure out things. And yeah, if I wanted to pre-film anything to have ready for days, I might do that. Not that there's much to pre-film, but you never know. So yeah, so we will see. But if I might just take those 2 days to crochet, because that will be my last 2 days to crack on with September stash busting for my crochet video, and then one of my videos will be a crochet video, because actually you might get a double upload of a vlogtober and a crochet video that month, on one of the days. So yeah. But yeah, so there we go. But no, if you think of anything you'd like to see or any suggestions, please let me know. Yeah, I want to go take some walks in once. It's amazing how quickly the leaves change. The trees in my house, literally within like a week and a half, have went from green to leaves falling off and colour changing. It's insane how quickly nature goes. Yep, we're good now. So yeah, but there we go. Well, it's like coming up to 20 to 12, and Ryan is still asleep. So I think I'm going to go wake him up. I know he had a late night last night, but he wants to go do bits and pieces this afternoon. and yeah, he's got a meeting today at the communal workshop where they discuss finance things and, you know, who does what and what's best for the workshop and all this. It's quite a communal thing, so obviously because it's a communal workshop, it does have a proper name, but I obviously don't want to give it on the internet because my kid spends time there. So yeah, I don't put it on the internet. I am sensible, so yeah, but I think I'm going to go wake him up so he can be awake. And yeah, so I need to go take my meds. I haven't had my meds yet, so there we go. Let's go wake my kid up, take my meds, and then I think I'm going to sit and crochet a bit until we head out, because apart from chucking shoes and a cardigan on and a bit of, you know, I've already done my face stuff obviously, but brush my teeth, do deodorant, the basics, I'm pretty much ready to rock and roll, which is quite nice. I might do some makeup today, we're going to see, because obviously I washed my hair, so my eyes are a bit sensitive right now, although they have lessened up. They were bright red not too long ago. I could never wash my hair and head straight out of the house. I look like, you know, I've either been bawling my eyes out or taken something fun. So yeah, but I just let my eyes calm down for a bit and see if I want to do some makeup. And yeah, we will crack on with that day, but I hope you're doing well, and yeah, we will obviously catch up a wee bit later as we get going with bits and pieces, and I'll share what I pick up in town and if I find anything fun in the library. So yeah, so see you a bit later. Hello. Yes, this is me. I'm looking like a human. I put full on makeup on, well, you know, eyes, cheeks, my version of full on makeup, and earrings and all the niceties. I was only going to pop by my mum's, but she video called me and we were chatting before I went down today. She doesn't feel like death. She was like, I'm really quite good. Yesterday was, you know, not bad. Today I'm feeling good. So it's basically a hideous, you know, 2-3 day horrible and then not bad. So yeah, so we tested her good period today. We went out on an adventure together because I was like, well, I'm going to go do this, and she was like, ooh, I want to get there. So we went on an adventure together. I did the library, kind of enlarged the patterns. It didn't quite work how I planned, but you know, hey ho. Elbow's a bit elbow, shoulders a bit sore. Overdoing it with everything recently, so oh good that didn't break. But yeah, so I've got stuff, not all of it I pay for. I didn't steal anything before you think that. My mum just took my things, went, oh yeah, I'm paying for this, oh yeah, I'm paying for this. So yeah, I didn't pay for some of these things because my mum just pinched it off me and paid for it. But you know, I spent the money I took out and went out with, which is good, and I got the things I wanted. But yeah, my mum did pay for bits. It was really, really kind of her. So these bits I pay for. I do know that. Do I? Did I pay for it? No, I didn't pay for these bits. These are from Home Bargains. Basically, I did my town stuff. I did the library, and then we went up. We did the charity shop. There's a big cancer research. Then we did B&M. And then we did Home Bargains, and then Asda, where she was like, we're getting in a taxi, and I'm like, would normally fight you because I bought a damn bus ticket, but I'm knackered. My ankle's screaming. My bad ankle, my right one, it's not happy. So yeah, I might have to dig out a squeezy bandage for that because it's not been happy for a few days. So I think I tripped up the stairs the other day and I think I pissed it off. I have really crap ankles, so yeah. But now my mum paid for these because she's like that. I got to pay for like a couple of bits in my shopping, but she paid for bits because she's adorable like that. So yeah, so these are things I got in Home Bargains. Yes, these are Home Bargains things. I got Rai some of the Le Bouchen gingerbreads because he loves them. I'm just going to put it straight on the floor, so excuse me if I go down like that. I got these tiny Halloween brownies because I thought they just looked good. I had planned to eat them on the bus stop, didn't get on a damn bus, so these are going to be pudding. Ryan requested jammy wagon wheels, I provided. He also requested Skittles. They only had giant ones in Home Bargains, but I did get normal ones in Asda. Where are we? These are home bargains. 2 packs of spooky Oreos. Spooky season, needs must. They're the bits I got in B&M. Trying to decide what's what. Oh yeah, sandwich filler. And then pack of eyeballs because I want to make the dog a Halloween costume, or just something stupid with it to put on her head for a picture and make her a spider. There will be a little clip of the dog, although my mum just say about it being bloody lovely, really loudly, very, very British. It's quite funny. And then my mum got me, well, I picked them up and my mum just paid for all my shopping. These metal face shavers, because when I shave my hair, my peach fuzz becomes really obvious. So it's quite nice on my sort of self-care moments to de-peach fuzz when I do short sides and back and sides, basically. So got them. These I got for myself in B&M. Pack of sellotape, because obviously I used up a roll, well, half a roll, putting together my coat pattern. So I do, once I start printing out patterns, I Muller sellotape. So I've got some more just chuck in the, we have a glue box tub and it's full of all the glues, tape, string, all the things. It lives in a tub and it's very useful to do it that way. My mum got these. She wouldn't let me buy these, which is fair. It was a treat. These were £3.50 and these are tiny houses. They're meant to be hanging decks, but I'm going to put them up. And they are tiny houses and they are so cute, and they're going to go with my houses in front of my TV. So I'm going to have just this little Amsterdam collection of houses. So I've got these. They're off the Christmas section. We had a really good, I didn't film a single thing while I was out, by the way. I just enjoyed being out with my mum. And yeah, we haven't spoken to each other in about 4 days, so we had a real good catch up. So yeah, but no, it was really nice. Just looking at all the things, you know, we looked at spooky stuff, we looked at pet stuff. She picked up a present for Lilu. It's her birthday on, is it the 22nd of December, she said. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I picked up some knockoff Rene, just a Rinny, whatever the fuck it's called, the stuff that works when you got heartburn, from the other day, because it kept me up to silly o'clock and I didn't have any. And my omeprazole did not want to work. And then I got some more soft brown sugar because autumnal baking, and I love brown sugar on my porridge. So yeah, so those are my couple of bits from Home Bargains, from B&M even. Oh, there was something else from B&M that's in here. And Home Bargains. There's other bits tucked in. I've not been very good at this. It's all tucked in. But the best thing, I've got Golden Grahams. It's now being sold in the UK, which makes my heart flutter. So, 2 boxes from B&M. One of these is going to my bestie. I'm going to send her a picture. And then, in Home Bargains, I took all 5 boxes from the shelf. My mum paid for these. I did not mind. I was like, she was like, I'll pay for this and that and this. And I'm like, do you want to just pay for the cereal? She's like, fuck it, paying for all of it. I'm like, okay, thank you. So yeah, thank you, Mum. So I have 7 boxes of Golden Grahams, and they do not go off until August next year. They will be eaten by then. So yeah, so happy. 1 box is from a bestie. The other 6 are mine and Ryan's. So yeah, let's go through the other bits that I've just tucked in here and completely forgot to show you. In Home... oh, caught me. Home Bargains got right a cherry and snow blossom bath soak. He doesn't really have a sense of smell, but I do, and this smelled lovely, so I got him some nice bubble bath. I also got in Home Bargains some festive packaging. I got 2 little gift bags because I do love these houses. I have a thing with houses. So yeah, so I've got these really pretty gift bags because I wrap my family's presents in different coloured paper, or the same paper, and I put it in a big bag each, kind of thing. It works really well, my little system, because there is 5 of us this year, me and Ryan included, so I've only got to take down 3 people's worth of presents, which is great. And my sister and her partner are doing their own thing. It's their first year in the house, so they are hosting Christmas Eve, which is lovely. And yeah, then Christmas Day at my mum's, and then Boxing Day I sit and crochet and be sad. So yeah, we're good. And then I got these little gift boxes that are perfect for jewelry and gift cards. Again, little houses. And I thought they would be really cute for the little bits of jewelry and stuff and little things, as you would have seen if you saw me moving all my family stuff into the little like organising bags I picked up. So there's the gifts bags I picked. I've got the, oh god, I've got my mum's thing. It's a good thing I can just, yeah, tell her like that. It's got the charity shop stuff in it. Let's take that out. We saw this straight as we walked into B&M. I'm like, that's nice. And my mum's like, that's such a good size. I'm like, that is very nice. She's like, do you want a treat? Oh, thank you. It says trick or treat on it. It's a bit hard to tell because it is clear. But it says trick or treat, and then it's covered in bats. And it is a really good sized jar. And it is, has it got a bit at the top? Oh, it's got a rubber bit here, so it's got a rubber seal on it. But yeah, this is going to be our go on the side to hold treats and nice things, because yeah, spooky things. So yeah, so this is going to go on the side, and I'm going to fill it with all the good stuff, because that is my kitchen all year round. I did enlarge the sewing pattern, and then in the charity shop I picked up, in Cancer Research, they have some really good Halloween socks. These are the men's ones. They got orange with bats on it, and then they got this like burgundy with stripes and pumpkins. These are $1.99. The women's ones are nice, but they're very narrow. And yeah, I wanted nice ones. This was out of their baskets of just stuff. They had stuff baskets, you know, just like Temu, Shein, all that kind of stuff in a basket. But yeah, I thought it was what did I think it was at first? I thought it was hankies. My mum went, no, I think it's fabric. I'm like, of course it's fabric. But yeah, it's all Grogu, you know, Star Wars, or as I lovingly call him, baby yogurt, because he sounds like Grogurt, which is an American type of yogurt, so I'll keep calling it, whenever I see him, is baby yogurt. But I thought they would make really fun hankies. So yeah, I'm assuming they're cotton or poly cotton, but they're going to get washed in hot wash and be covered in snot. So, and my mum picked up these, which she's going to use to help hang Christmas sticks, which are these little connect things. And then we went to Asda. Oh, you have to ignore all the ripped wrapper. It did not want to scan for love nor money, so I had to rip the wrapper to scan the damn barcode. I have got a giant big stock pot. It is bigger than I intended, but there's one left on the reduced rack at £17.50. The £15 one I wanted was not anywhere, and then all the other ones all started at 29 up to 35. This was £17.50 from 26, and yeah, it's grey, but I don't care about the colour of it as long as I can make soup. It can't go in the oven because of the handles, but I don't, again, really mind. It's for soup. So yeah, so I picked up that, which was the huge biggest to buy on my list. So I'm gonna have to shuffle the bag across. It's got loads of drinks in it, so it's very heavy. On the top, hit the reduce rack. I've got some rolls to put in the freezer, hot cross buns for breakfast, and then cinnamon buns for just because. Ryan requested Rolo yogurts, and I did get him normal Skittles, so he's got two types of Skittles, just bigger and not big. He requested pork pies for lunches, and as per with the boy, Chucky milk smoothies, 2 smoothies, 3 Chucky milks. That's why the bag is heavy. And then I got chocolate squirty cream because I really want a bougie hot chocolate with chocolate squirty cream on top, and ours has gone off, so I got some. I even got the dairy one because I find I use it quicker for some reason if it's dairy. If I buy the non-dairy, I don't use it and it takes ages, so I just want to eat this. And also the dairy one tastes like chocolate mousse. You could spray it and it just tastes like chocolate mousse. It's so good. So yeah, so I got that. They never last long in our house when it's the proper one. And then I also got this tomato and basil stir-in sauce. It's only a wee jar because I have got turkey meatballs in my freezer and I keep really wanting meatballs and pasta, but I need a good tomato sauce just to go in. And there were meatball sauces, but yeah, and I was a bit and my mum said her and my sister had this and it was really good, and I'm like, cool, take the suggestion. It has got minimal garlic in it, so yeah, kind of have to, there's no such thing as a pre-made sauce without garlic in it. There is nothing. Basically I could pick between garlic puree and garlic granules was my choices, so I went with one my mum said was nice, because you know, sometimes you just got to do that. That is everything I picked up on my town adventure. It was great fun. I honestly, I didn't pay for bits, but my mum treated me. It was so sweet of her. So yeah, so I'm sorted on cereal. The camera battery is flashing now. I'll be honest, I'm not going to do the coat today, coat tomorrow, but yeah, we'll update our plans tomorrow. But for now, I'm going to go have a bowl of cereal for dinner, take some painkillers for my sore feet, and put this stuff away. So I'll catch up with you beautiful people tomorrow. Bye. Hello, happy Thursday. It's like 1:30 in the afternoon. I have been up since like, I woke up at 8, and then woke up at 10, and then woke up at 11. So yeah, I am tired today, very tired. This is showing on my face. I look knackered. Also, I still need to go and put a heat patch on my shoulder, but I haven't. For a bit of this last night, and then also this morning, I'm working on the second half of my sister's cardigan. Yeah, after the row I've got on now, which is literally only one side I've got left, I've got 4 rows of the beigey colour left, and then it's 1 row of the orange, but I'm about to run out, so I've got the other ball out ready. And then yeah, the case of connecting the 2 sides by making the space at the neck, which I've measured. So yeah, so it's just adding bits to one of the sides on the cardigans and connecting it, and then it will be together. And then it's using what wool I've got left over. It's mainly the orange I will not have a lot of. I might have not a whole ball basically, but then again a whole ball has got this far. Well, minus a little bit, because I used a little bit on the other one. It takes just over a ball, like literally, I think it's like 1 round is needed, but yeah, so that's not too bad. So yeah, so I should be able to do the back and then the length at the bottom perfectly fine. She doesn't want the sleeves any longer than they are, so yeah, that's all good. So I'm working well on my crochet. I have not went and got my lining, my toile fabric out yet. I'll be honest, I am tired today and I'm sore. So yeah, we are obviously not heading out today. Although my M&S voucher is now live. Tomorrow's another day. My vintage parcel at the postal lockers my sister is picking up for me, because she is in town most days dropping off her own vintage parcels. So I asked her, could you pick up my parcel please, and she is. I have been a small child. I've had since last night, including last night and today, 3 bowls of golden grahams. Yes, that was the door, but I have a feeling it's a leaflet, so I'm not going down. I've already got the 1 parcel that was due today, so yeah. I'll show you that in a sec. Actually, it's really cool. So yeah, for 3 bowls of golden grahams, so good. So yeah, happiness is golden graham shaped. But yeah, today's plan, I'm thinking, is to get this cardigan side finished, connected to the other side. Obviously I'll chat more details on crochet vlog. And then, yeah, I think I will go dig out the toile fabric, which I think is in the fabric box in my room, or it's in the pop-up bin of fabric and bits in my room, because I've got like quilting fabric and stuff in it, and like cotton batting and stuff like that in there, so that I ordered before Christmas, you know, for my poorly quilt, which I then, you know, didn't carry on. So yeah, I need to work on that again. But I like doing quilting in like post-Christmas months, when it's just cold and wet and gross and just dark, and my mood and my depression is not the grandest. We are battling two of them then. We are battling hideous grief depression that re-emerges at the end of December and kind of takes over most of January as well as December. And then we also have the seasonal affective, because there is such little daylight here in the UK. It's a doozy, is it not? So yeah. But yeah, I think the toile fabric is in one of those two places, so I'm gonna go look for that this afternoon. I really hope it's there, because I don't have the strength nor the energy to be digging in my big the fabric cupboard in my main storage cupboard today, and I don't think it's in the one in the living room, so, which is a bit frustrating. But yeah, if not, and if it's not readily available, I might tomorrow when I'm out and about. Oh, we've run out of wool. Undo that, just a couple of stitches. I might tomorrow, if I can't get hold of my toile fabric in my room today, I will go and grab like a cheap bed cheap bed sheet or bedding or something from the charity shop and use that as some toile fabric. Unfortunately, I don't really have anything in my own charity stuff I could upcycle, because I've kind of used it. Where is the end of this ball? Or has it taken it as an inside pull? I don't want to do an inside pull. Yeah. I kind of need to keep track of the wool I've got, and with an inside pull you don't really have much of an ability to track it, because suddenly it's like, that looks massive, and then you realise the whole inside is hollow. So yeah, this time around I'm using an outside pull, and also it helps me see what colours I'm working with. But yeah, so if I do not have the toile fabric readily available, I will just go buy a bedsheet from charity shop and use that. So yeah, or just I will look in my charity bags, but I don't think there is anything, but if there is, I will use that. But I'm not sure, because a lot of the fabric I have taken over to the fabric and clothing recycling bin, or my sister's taken bits for vintage, so I don't really have bits. And the ones where I have big hunks of fabric, it is like nice Lego fabric that I don't want to cut into, because I know someone could get really good use out of it. And it's, yeah, it seems a shame to cut it up for a toile. So I don't really want to do that, so I think I will, yeah, spend a pound or two on just a shitty sheet or something, you know. But we will see. Probably is there, I just need to go look. But for now, I'm gonna just sit and crochet. They're working on my shed today. They're building all the bricks back up. They finished my neighbour's yesterday, so it looks like it takes 2 days to get the wall built. I think this nice weather we're having is helping dry it all and all the good stuff. So yeah, so today's Thursday, so yeah, Thursday, and then tomorrow we'll get it finished, unless they're gonna maybe get it finished in one day, which would be very nice. And then they'll move on, and then I think they've got to work on the little bit at the top before they then start on the balcony edging and the floor. But we're making progress, you know, so I can't complain. But yeah, today I am in mode. It was very fun yesterday, but I know I overdid it. So, but yeah, as me and my mum were saying, it was a good tester for, you know, out and about, the two of us just pushing it. So, and actually, as it is a nice adventure, for Vlogtober, which is starting next week, I booked a ticket to go see the Taylor Swift showgirl, you know, launch party thing they're doing at the cinema on the 3rd. I booked it on the 3rd, you know. Oh shit, I didn't need to connect that. Yeah, booked my ticket, and I was like, oh, I put a little Facebook status up and a screenshot saying, gonna go for a solo date next week to go see my therapist, because obviously I wasn't sure how my mum was feeling and all that. I didn't want to ask her, did you want to come? And then she's sort of, I'm feeling poorly, and, you know, there were minimal seats, so I didn't ask my mum, because it just didn't seem fair to ask someone while they're feeling a bit rough. Do you want to go out next week? You know, so I didn't. She was like, oh my god, I want to go. And yeah, she booked her own ticket. Literally, it didn't show my seat number on my screenshot I took. She booked her seat 2 seats behind me. 2 seats behind me. And I was like, she was like, I don't want to interrupt your solo date. And I'm like, I didn't want to call you because you're poorly. She said, but I'm fine now. I was like, I didn't know that. We haven't spoken for like 4 days. So yeah, I was like, you know me, I didn't want to oblige you to something and then guilt. She's like, shut up. So yeah, so I cancelled my ticket and rebooked it sitting next to my mum. So we're gonna go see Taylor Swift launch party next Friday together, and we're gonna go dressed up in orange and green and sparkly things, and just be a bit extravagant, and we're gonna go for McDonald's because there's a McDonald's. So yeah, we're gonna have a fun evening together, which would be nice. So yeah, and as my mum said, she's like, I need to start testing going out the house. She's like, I know I can stay awake, but it's going out, which is, you know. And I'm like, well yeah. I said, also remember, we are in more central Paris when we go away, so we can just go home, you know, do you know what I could do with right now? An hour's lay down, and we can just go lay down. Like, we have that ability. It's great. She's like, that is good. So, let's see. So yeah. So yeah. So that will be fun. And then I was telling her about, you know, my plans for Vlogtober with a couple of exhibitions and some like fun spooky baking and just, you know, autumnal baking and yeah, niceties. So, but yeah, today's plan is to find my toile fabric. If I find it, we'll be cutting the coat pattern out. And then this evening we're doing soup. I want soup. I really wanted it last night, but I didn't have the energy, so I didn't. I just had a tin out the cupboard. But yeah, tonight we're having homemade soup. We're going to do the baked potato soup, and I'm going to put the sweet potato box with the bits just in the freezer. My son's friend is going to come round at the weekend after they've done their model show, because they've got some bits and bats to do, and he's offered to help email my son's printer company about his issues, which saves me having to write an email and go, what the hell am I talking about? He actually understands what they're talking about, so yeah, he's like, offered to take that over for me, which is so nice. Hence why I'm like, see, it's our weird, you know, co-parenting relationship, but you know, it works beautifully. So yeah, so I was like, would you like to stay for dinner? I'm like, okay. And I looked at me and I'm like, that's cool. I was like, I've got stuff to do, homemade sausage rolls, and they both went, oh, and I'm like, cool, homemade sausage rolls it is. So yeah, so Saturday I'm going to do some homemade sausage rolls for dinner, which is great because it just involves freezer surprise, and it clears some space out my freezer. Actually I need to get sausages out to defrost. I was saying to Rye yesterday, because he's at boat club and then he's going to be home this afternoon, and obviously for dinner I was like, oh, if I defrost sausages maybe we can do like, you know, I could do like toad and whole, but I'm thinking I might do Ryan size toad and whole. So yeah, So I'll defrost the sausages for that and cook it toad in the hole, or just sausages or sausage sandwiches or whatever he fancies. Or I might just wait till he gets back and see what he wants. But there is plenty in the freezer we could be making some fun dinners with. There is, yeah, turkey meatballs that I want to do with pasta. We've got sausages, we've got fish. I might offer him fish actually. His favourite weird way to have fish, because, you know, we have a variety of unusual dinners in our household, he just likes, you know, big pieces of fish with beans. Just like that. So yeah, so I think we might do that kind of thing. And I'll do my soup. But yeah, there we go. But for now I'm gonna just sit back on the beige now. I've got 4 rows of beige to go. This is row 1. And then I've got 1 row of orange to do. And then I've got to work on connecting, so there we go. You get a little bit of crochet talk in here, just because that's what I want to say. But I am doing this very, very slowly. I've got till, bearing in mind, I've already done 2 Christmas presents, which was my mission for September was 2. I've got the 2 done. This is number 3. If I get this done, it would be amazing, because it's a big Christmas present. And then there's a little one of another pair of socks. So yeah, but I have been having a hand pain. I have been having shoulder pain. I have been very, very tired due to dreams, nightmares, brains. So yeah, everywhere is just loud fucking noises right now. Oh, but there we go. Yeah, I'm going to give this a wee break because I've done a lot of crocheting so far today. I haven't really had a break, so I'm going to go put this down and give my hand a good bit of a break. And yeah, I'll catch up with you beautiful folks a bit later this evening, even if it's just show off my soup, going look at my lovely soup I made. Yeah, but there we go. And I will go dig out some fabric in a bit, but I need to go put some ibuprofen gel on my hand because it is sore. And ibuprofen gel is a miracle thing. It's really good. But yeah, today is a tired, slow day, and I feel myself being quite. I look as rough as I feel. Basically, I look like shit. I feel like shit. So yeah. Oh well. Catch up with you beautiful folks later. Hello, as you can see, I found my toile fabric. So here we go. Oh, it's not showing the feet. I need it to look down a bit more. There we go, because you don't really need my face for this. You need the coat. This is the length of the pattern. It literally goes down to my ankles / the floor. I've shortened this one. Just run it by Rye. It's like mid calf. So definitely need shortening. I am too small. So yeah, the sizing on it, where are we? No, isn't too bad, to be fair, for a coat. So yeah, so I think the sizing on it's going to be alright. It's just the length is too long, and obviously just because it's got a decorative bottom, I need to shorten it part way through. So I'm gonna figure out how much this is, pin it up all the way round, mark it, so then I know how much to take out. And I'm going to attach the sleeves and the collar as well, because I've cut them out and sewn the collar together so we can properly test it. So yeah, because obviously, I mean, to be fair though, this does cross over quite a bit at the front here, but that's how the button band will work. So yeah, because it has that interlock bit here. I haven't cut it in because it didn't make sense to, but it does have an interlock bit here. There is a button here, but you can have it buttoned here and then it will be open, is the way I will wear it. But yeah, so we're going to get busy, but we've already figured out it's too long, which is useful to know. And yeah, I found my toile fabric in the cupboard, which was very good. Also, here is the collar. I thought I'd just cut it out on a double fold. And yeah, so where are we? This will be the collar, which I do really like. I like the collar a lot. So yeah, so this will be very fun. So I think the collar, 10 out of 10. But yeah, I need to shorten it all the way around. Measure how much I've got to shorten it by all the way around. And yeah, so the joys of being a short queen. But yeah, collar is going to be very fun. I like that. It's still going to have the option to badge, and I think with me having it then fold out, it will, yeah, it will sit nice, and then the fold flip a bit out. Yes, so I'm going to attach the collar, attach the sleeves, work on the length, then I'll sew up the sides, so we'll have a finished toile. Is probably when you'll next see me, is the reality. So there we go, so we're getting there. Hello, I've done some more of the toile. I don't think I need to put the collar on. I'm quite happy with how it sits, to be fair, and the collar isn't something you really need to fit. But look at this sleeve. Look where it sits. It sits perfectly on the edge of my shoulder, and yeah, it gives, you can, the joys is, you can see where my arm is. It goes into there, so I've got that much wiggle room, which if I get my tape measure, my brain says 2 inches. It's 2 inches, which is great wiggle room for a jumper. Movement, look, all over, you know, I've got loads of movement all the ways. There is no restrictions, which is very important, so I can have a jumper and all the movement in a coat. I've taken a bit of width of the sleeve just because the pattern was quite wide, so here at the armpit I have taken it in like 1.5 inches, and then it gradually tapers in, but it's still got loads of fabric in it. And there is actually a fold in this fabric here, so it technically is meant to fold in, so then it will be like that length, which is perfect. But that you fuss about with the lining and the end of the arm, and yeah. I have done one side, taken it up 9 inches, and that makes it knee length, and then I have done the opposite side, where I've taken it up 5 inches, and it makes it mid shin. And I've asked Ryan, I've just asked my mum and my sister, I like mid shin. It has the swoosh I want. It doesn't feel quite so long. I even held up the actual fabric to get an idea, because it's such a busy pattern. It needs a bit longer, and also it just looks a bit more expensive when it's longer. So yeah, so let me show you. If I stand back again and try and wiggle this camera, there we go. So this side is taking it up 9 inches, which is great. Here's my knee, but it's not quite, and I think it could pull and gather and come up, which doesn't give the swoosh and dramatics I want. However, I know this side isn't attached to the other side, but even if I hold it, it gives the swoosh and dramatics that I'm wanting. You can see the step down details a bit more, and yeah, so, and it doesn't feel like it's eating me up, it just feels like a long dramatic coat, and where it then comes up, that bit in the middle, I think will be very nice. So yeah, and it just feels nicer longer. So there we go. So this is why it is worth making toiles testers with scrap fabric or very, very cheap fabric before you make something expensive. So yeah, I could have ran out of fabric thinking fuck, not realising I can be saving fabric where I'm going to shorten stuff. The sleeve is going to have a bit less on it, but I think I'm just going to cut it out as is or fold up, because I know it's on the back bit, because I pinned it to the front, so it's on the back. Where it's on the back, I might fold that in, that little bit and draw the taper on the pattern to cut that out. I think for this, to make sure both are even, and the fact that I've got it a pretty good even bit going down, I'm going to use this, you know, after because obviously there's a dart sewn into it, from like the dart space downwards I will use this toile as the pattern piece and mark it on the pattern paper pattern to indicate how long to make it, or you know, where to cut out fabric. So yeah, so I think that is what I'm going to do on this, is use this to mark on the paper pattern where I will shorten it. I'm not sure if I don't think I'm going to shorten the back because it's all just the same length. I will just figure that out as I go. So yeah, the back I might just shorten it by like 1 or 2 inches off the bottom anyway, and then it's got fold up for the hem, because none of this actually includes seam allowance. So where I've added in seam allowance is technically taken in the pattern. So although I'm fitting the biggest size pattern, I'm taking up the length. It is giving room for a lovely big chunky jumper, which is great because obviously coats sometimes are quite fitted. I want this more drapey. The sleeve obviously has lots of lovely drape. It's armpit room, which is most important for me, and the shoulder sits where it's meant to. So this is why I follow measurements and not your clothing pattern with sewing, because the measurements are more true and realistic than a size. So yeah, if you ever feel like getting into sewing, or you sew, you probably know this already, but yeah, measurements really important. And also keep taking your measurements. Don't have one lot of measurements on your phone or something like that. Update them often, because obviously bodies fluctuate, and also that is partly why I want maybe a slightly looser drapier coat, is bloke friendly, because we all know bodies don't stay the same size. So yeah, here's my reminder to you: be nice, do measurements, be kind. But yeah, so very happy with my toile. It sits beautifully. I love where the neck sits. If I were to do the button up on this coat, it will have a beautiful neckline that sits comfortably where I like my necklines to sit, and then it will have a collar which then goes to the edge of the shoulder, so it won't make my shoulders seem so broad. It's working out well. So yeah, so I just need to literally shorten the 2 front panels, which then also means shortening the lining, shortening the front facing pieces, and I need to take in a bit on the arm, on the sleeve, and then that will also mean taking it in on the lining. So this is why we have practice. So I think for today I'm gonna mark up the pattern pieces while I've got them out. I've got my pens, I can grab a ruler, do that, then it's done. And then maybe tomorrow we can start cutting some coat fabric. That will be really fun. Either tomorrow, or I don't know if I'll do it tonight, because as much as my brain's like crawling around the floor is really tiring. I've already done it once today to cut out the toile fabric. So yeah, reality and realism says probably should do that tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm going to go mark up my paper pattern pieces with the information I have taken off this toile onto there, get them marked up so then they are adapted, ready to rock and roll. And then it means I think I'm gonna have a lovely weekend. Excuse my belly, I have to do some dinner, I'm hungry. Might have a weekend of sewing this weekend, but I don't think I'm going to film it, because obviously I have got this coat I want to make, I have got several crochet projects I want to get done before the end of September, and then of course we're starting vlogtober, so then that goes in. So yeah, so I do have quite a bit to film just for other bits. So my sensible brain is saying I'm just going to make my coat, but you've got to see a bit of the toile process. And yeah, and I'll be entirely honest, I am slow when it comes to the details. Like, I've got to wait for the buttons to come in before I then sew the button holes and all that bit. and also I've got to do facing on this, and then yeah, so there might be a chance you'll see it when I've got the outside done, and then I've got to make the lining or something like that. So, or I've got most of it done and it's all the finishing touches of attaching the lining to the outer shell, and yeah, so it won't be a finite finished piece come Wednesday when I will film the first of Vlogtober. And as previous years, I will film it, obviously the first I'll film on the 1st, but it will go live on the 2nd. So yeah, so might be a couple days where there might be a bit of nothing, but then you'll be sick to death of my face. And yeah, we will judge weekends how they come. Certain weekends I've got busy stuff, so I'll film a day and then have it the following day. Other weekends I might film 2 days and put them together, but we will see. That I will let you know about via the community tab. You know, I update you guys on there if anything's running really late, going up a day late, or just, you know, I'm needing a moment. That's the place to look. But yeah, so there we go. And also I have booked in my 2 gallery days, not 2 gallery days, 2 exhibitions I want to go see in London. I've booked them on the same day, so we're going to go do a London day, not next week, the week after. Is it week after? Yeah, week after. It's the 7th. Gonna go do the Wallace House to go see Grace and Perry's exhibition, and then we are going to go to the Royal Academy to go see Ansel Kiefer and Van Gogh, which will be very fun. And then also just a bit of a mooch at some bits in London, more central based stuff. So yeah, I will look forward to going and look at spooky stuff in Disney Store. Will be fun. Just seeing stuff in real life in person. Going to, where else would be fun to go mooch? Might do my normals of, you know, Sosten Grenna, Primark, the big Primark is always fun, the Tottenham Court Road one, and of course Tiger is always fun. So yeah, so I think I shall go do that and have a day, but I'll do galleries first and then the shopping. So that might be split into like, that's where I might like film and make it like 2 videos, but I do it on one day. So like say the following day could be a rest day for me. It'll be like, lovely to see you, here's my day, but also here's some lovely shop stuff, and then you get stuff. So yeah, so that's where I might be slightly cheating in pre-filming a few bits and pieces, but there are some people who pre-film a lot of videos. So yeah, be kind. Be very kind. I'm trying my best. Obviously it's not tons I'm gonna pre-film because I'm not the kind of person to order loads of stuff or do mega hauls and that. I'm kind of a do stuff as I go, but yeah, there will be some fun days, there will be baking days, there will be artistic days where we do creative things, and then there will be days where I just chill and we just talk a bit of nonsense, and that will be the video. So yeah, but for today we've done some sewing, we've done a toile, my coat pattern, grand. I'm gonna go draw and note down all the fixes, and yeah, I'll catch up with you beautiful people in my next video. No, next video, no, not next video. This isn't Friday, Cheryl, it's Thursday. You've still got another day to go. I will catch up with you beautiful people tomorrow. We still have another day. We've got to go M&S shopping. I've got my voucher to spend, so that might be our thing tomorrow. We might go mooch M&S. Maybe a bit of a cheeky look into TK Maxx, bear in mind we're right near it. Rude not to. So yeah, so I'll catch up with you beautiful people tomorrow. Bye. Just a quick little one. I've got some bread, and this is my homemade like baked potato soup with like loads of jacket potatoes and bacon and onion and sour cream and what else? Just stock, chicken stock. I was going to put carrots and stuff in it, they've gone off, so yeah. So, but there is a whole pack of smoked bacon in here, all blended up, and yeah, it's very lovely and very smoky and very wholesome with the potatoes, and quite creamy with the sour cream in it. So yeah, my nice homemade dinner just made in my new pot. So there we go. Hello, happy Friday. It's just gone 12. I've been up in a while. I've been crocheting this morning because this afternoon I want to cut out coat fabric. So I thought if I do I was crocheting yesterday evening, try to do the coat fabric just in case it mullers my hand for the day, which quite often it does, although the fabric is not obviously as thick as previous years. I did all the marking on the paper patterns, by the way. But I worked last night on the cardigan, did the back extensions for the neck, and I've just connected it. So we have a whole cardigan for my sister. It's pretty cool. And yeah, gonna extend it to make it longer because she wants a longer cardigan. But yeah, but that's for later, Cheryl. And more this weekend's Cheryl in reality, because I have got another 4 days of September to be working on that. But today's the last day of the weekly vlog. And then obviously, as we've already said, I will put a little thing on the community tab saying about it as well. Gonna have Monday and Tuesday off. And then we are kick-starting Wednesday with the vlogtober. So that will go, be filmed and be going up on the Thursday. So yeah, it's going up the day after. But yeah, so I've got this much orange left on my crochet, so we'll see how far we can get in the length with adding the odd bit of orange. But today, obviously I was maybe going to be popping out, but that's not happening. I completely cocked up the M&S voucher. I thought it started yesterday / today. It didn't. It ran out yesterday, so it's expired. Thankfully it was a free tenner, so it's fine. But yeah, but it does mean that I don't have to go out today, which is quite nice. The only thing I've got left to do is a couple of the bag pattern pieces didn't work when I tried to photocopy them, so I've drawn around them in black marker and I'm going to re-photocopy them, but that is not urgent. I want to spend the weekend sewing my coat, so, and also I don't have the bag supplies, so there's no point starting a bag if I don't have the supplies. I will photocopy them next week, but this weekend we're going to work on my coat. But today we're going to cut out the fabric and start pinning it together. Well, cut out the fabric, cut out the lining, and then also I've got to cut out the interfacing. And I think I'm not sure if it's iron-on interfacing or sewing. I think it's iron-on, so I could iron on the interfacing. But yeah, so that's today's mission. But for now, I haven't actually had breakfast. I've had my meds, but I haven't had food, so I think I'm going to go make myself something to eat. I was quite lazy last night. I just put the whole pot of soup I made in the fridge once it cooled down. The little things I bought that were technically meal portioners, like portion control for meals, I put soup in it, and of course liquid expands when it freezes, and they don't come out now. So I've got to take them out to defrost and then pour them. I found some soup storage bags, basically sandwich bags with a bottom, and yeah, I've got to put the soup in that and freeze them in that. So those portion things are useless really for me, so yeah, but I tried them out. You live and you learn, but hey ho. Oh, but yeah, no, chill day. Rise off to the communal workshop this evening, so yeah, I might ask him if he wants some like sausage sandwiches, because I think that'd be quite nice, and some hot lunch. So yeah, so I might ask him now if he fancies some sandwiches for lunch / as food. And yeah, just having an easy day today, and yeah, cracking on getting this coat stuff done. And yeah, today's mission is reality. It's just cutting out. So yeah, because I need to get the coating fabric cut out, the lining fabric cut out, the alternate coating fabric for the like collar and the lining part and all that. And then also I will get my iPad on, turn the instructions on, turn it on so I've got the instructions on there, and then look at where I need to put the interface in. So yeah, figure that out, because I know it needs to go on like the pockets and the bottom of it, the collar, I can't remember where else. Yeah, so look that up, and then, you know, rough cut out the interfacing to go on those pieces. But for now, I need some food. I really want some hot food. So yeah, I'm gonna have, I think, gonna have a look in my freezer, and I'm sure I've got a pack of sausages. I've got a pack of fancy ones, but I'm gonna save them for toning the hole. But I'm sure we've got some shit ones, so they're gonna make sausage sandwiches, methinks. So yeah, but there we go. So that's so far today. So yeah, we'll do a bit of cutting out a bit later and catch up. But for now, there is my morning. So yeah, hope you're all doing okay. Hello, happy afternoon. We've got as far as 4:30. I cut all the rainbow bits out apart from the pocket for my coat because I want to see, maybe I might lie, because sounds really stupid. When they're like misaligned on a pattern, it's really obvious it's been done quickly, but I want to make it really perfect. And I want the pocket to blend in, so but there's still that cool edging. So yeah, so I'm going to match the fabric up on it perfectly. So I've just left the pocket piece with a big pile of scrap. And there is a whole meter I haven't used. I managed to really carefully cut out. So yeah, which is good. If I just flip you around, I have got the pink laid out on the floor over there, and there is also the pocket that needs to be cut in the pink, and then there's those couple bits there which are to be cut out of the lining. But I'll be entirely honest, I'm knackered. Crawling around on the floor is tiring doing that. It just hurts every bit of me. And yeah, with my hand and my arm not doing the grandest, I've overdone crocheting, and I've just overdone everything this week. It can't stop clicking. This is really annoying. And those big shears on coating fabric are hard work. I mean, I remember when I cut out my purple coat a couple of years ago, I actually gave myself blisters and rubbing marks all over my hands from using those scissors cutting coating. So the reality is, I plan to only have the toile done by today. The fact I had the toile done yesterday, it worked out as well as it did. I've put the adjustments on the pattern pieces, and I've cut out a lot of coating fabric. I know the second lot has been cut out, and I haven't done the lining yet, but the fact I've got one of the 3 cut out is quite impressive. So yeah, so I'm kind of, I think I'm done for the day. I'm just tired. I'm just sore, achy. I mean, yeah, as well as doing the toile yesterday and cutting it out, sewing it and fitting it, I also did that big pot of soup, which I need to freeze. I've had to take the other soup out of the freezer to defrost it, to take it out of things, to then refreeze it. It's a right pain in the arse. The only thing useful I'm doing is defrosting sausages to cook for dinner, because yeah, we didn't have any shitty ones for sausage sandwiches, and I still really want a sausage sandwich. So yeah, and Rye's having a late one at the communal workshop again. So yeah, so I'm going to just cook up sausages today and do them in rolls, and then I'll put them in the fridge so Rye can so I was just reading something on the TV, so Rye can eat them later as well when he comes in, whenever that is. They're already there waiting. But yeah, I'm more far ahead than I thought I'd be, so I'm not going to push it. I feel quite content with what I've done. The toile was done, and we are starting on the final coat. Yeah, I will have a couple days. Obviously, I've got I've got a 4-day weekend basically. So I've got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday to be doing some crafting and bits and pieces. So that is why I'm like, I have all the time in the world to cut this coat out slowly. You know, if I just do today as cutting and then tomorrow as cutting, and then crochet the other 3 days if I want to, because I wouldn't mind getting another pair of socks done. Although I'm like, take my time. I'm like, oh, I can either get a cardigan done or I can get socks done. And yeah, so I want to get one of those things done. I might try socks, just doing socks maybe this evening, just because it's a smaller hook, it's smaller stitches. And yeah, it just doesn't feel quite so heavy and big movements on my arm and that. And I am going to put a heat patch on it because I think I am overdoing it, but I'm really trying not to. But also, this gives my head such a lovely quiet down. I don't want to not do it because then the head gets loud. It's the eternal struggle of body hurting and brain hurting. What do we... Usually, you know, you go for the loudest shout and it's like, it doesn't work like that. I'm having to find a really good, like, in-between medium of physical hurting and mentally hurting. Finding the fine line is a struggle, but, you know, I'm thinking for today, I'm quite happy with what I've done. I know I'm good on rainbow coating. There is no bit run out, there is no, yeah. And even, to be fair, if I followed the pattern perfectly normal and I hadn't adjusted it, there still would have been enough, I think. Might have had to, you know, adjust some bits, or I wouldn't have been able to do the perfect patch pocket kind of thing. But, you know. But what I have got is enough to make a frog bag. Which is amazing. So yeah, so I'm quite looking forward to making a frog bag out of it. So yeah, there is that. But nah, I can feel myself feeling a bit tired, quite run down, and just a bit done. So yeah, I'm cool to just not, you know. I've got my cardi back on, and yeah, I'm needing my slippers. I had on my jobs list today to do so much. I was going to do a couple of wash loads, crap wash. I will say, I put the heating back on last night for an hour or so and it was lovely. And I'm feeling quite chilly now, so I might grab a blanket though, because I'm wanting that comfort more than I'm cold. I just want comfort. So yeah, yeah, that's how we're rolling. I got some crisps because I'm hungry. Got some knickknacks because I didn't do my lunch really. I grabbed something small instead and it wasn't filling enough. So yeah, but there we go. I think just I keep having still vivid, hideous dreams. So yeah, so that's, you know, that's really wearing me down this week. But I'm kind of doing everything right, but I'm still tired and still exhausted because my brain's being a dick, but c'est la vie. But we're getting there. We're trying so hard. So, plus we've had the balcony people here today. They've done the brickwork, and they were even, I had to close the curtains because they were on my balcony doing all the top brickwork, and I think there's a little more left to do, and then I think we're good for railings, which would be cool. So they've done like the orangey bricks. I think then they're going to put railings on, and then the brown purpley ones. So yeah, so we've had to see what type of railings we're getting or edging. It just says they're replacing them, so they're not glass, so God knows what they're going to be, but they're getting replaced. So yeah, but no, I'm feeling quite tired, run down, and just a bit as we know, I've been desperately trying not to get poorly, but I think my body is just naturally finding it all a bit tough. So someone talk about the October slides, and they're already feeling a bit shit with chronic stuff. So yeah, it's no surprise that my sleep is affecting my chronic fatigue badly in the good old seasonal changeover. We love a seasonal swap. I love it turning finally from summer to autumn. amazing, 10 out of 10, fantastic, but also I'm tired. So yeah, but hey ho, got a nice easy weekend. Rye's out doing stuff. I'm gonna do some homemade sausage rolls while his mate comes around for some dinner, which is cool. Very minimal effort, but good payout for a dinner. Yeah, I think they've got something planned both days. Never know with those two, they're busy beans. But yeah, no, so, but I will be cutting out fabric over my weekend, I think. Is the reality, and just doing a bit of crocheting. And yeah, the next time I see Beautiful Lot will be for me, I'll be filming Wednesday, but you will see it Thursday, and we will be cracking on with vlogtober, which will be very fun. We've got so much to be doing. We've got decorating the living room, getting my spooky box out, you know, giving ourselves some seasonal fun, decorations in here that aren't my normal stuff, as well as my normal. I'm looking up, I've got a glass pumpkin and 2 spooky snow globes that could do with a bit of a run over with one of those like noodle dusters. So yeah, give a bit of a autumnal clean, let's say spring clean, but you know what I mean. And then yeah, put some bits and pieces out for funsies. We've got Taylor at cinema. We've got a Steam show next weekend. Got London Day coming up. We're going to swap over seasonal clothes. That's always a bit of a laugh. And as I've said, yeah, baking bits, creative things, artistic things. You should just, you know, one of the days we might just go for a walk on one of the nice days and just go sit and have a chat in the park, kind of thing. You know, we're gonna, yeah, do bits that help us and that we enjoy is my aim for October. Oh yeah, and decorate my mum's house for 3 days. Help her decorate the living room. Not living room, dining room. So yeah, so I do want to rest my shoulder up because I've got to paint a damn ceiling. Funnily enough, I'm right-handed. There's a lot of shoulder work. So yeah, so I need to be looking after bits. So, and I can take my time with my coat. I'm in no rush. I do have a coat that I can wear. It's fine. But I want my new one. But yeah, at some point I might look into, because I know they are a good buy and I think I would quite benefit from them, electric scissors are pretty good. And yeah, I might have to invest in some of them at some point, just because it would take the ease out of cutting heavier fabrics and long lengths, as satisfying as the crunch sound is with cutting bits. You know, it's no good. I've got arthritis basically in the pinch bit of my hand. It's this knuckle here is where I've got it, which sucks. I can feel it in there. It's horrible. And of course I'm right-handed, so it's particularly frustrating. But yeah, I don't want to add extra shitty bits to it. So I'm trying to give myself everything I can to help relieve pain and sore bits and not make things worse before they need to be. So yeah, but there we go. There's my final ramble of the week. But you know, it's very chill. I'm gonna go hide under a blanket, just across my lap, so I've got the fuzzy niceties. Fold away that pink fabric and just put it away for now, because yeah, he's sitting there going ooey, and I'm like no, and I'm gonna just chill out, take it easy, and yeah, just do a very simple dinner and have a very pleasant, chill but creative weekend. Look after myself, take it easy, rest bits that need resting, stop overdoing it. I'm giving myself ridiculous deadlines. If we are in the end bit of September, I've got still 2.5 months to be doing Christmas presents. And as my family said, I could rock up with what I've got now and they'd be chuffed. So yeah, I'm just putting pressures on myself. So yeah, I think I might need to see what I get done, and then I might take a few days off pressure crafting and do leisurely stuff for a few days. So I think that would be sensible, because I've kind of put a lot of pressures on myself because I am my own worst bully. So, but yeah, so I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much for watching this weekly vlog. It will obviously be the last weekly vlog for a couple of weeks because we're getting daily ones. So yeah, so I'm going to have a couple of days. I'm going to take Monday and Tuesday to be a bit selfish. And then yeah, come Wednesday the 1st, we will be videoing, and it will go up on the 2nd. I'll probably put them up in the morning, just so then they're there waiting for whoever needs them. There will then be a little backlog of stuff. So yeah, it's sitting there. So I'll try to put it up in the morning or afternoon. We'll just see how it goes. You never know, because me and my ability to edit and also my equipment, we're not always the best. So yeah, but I'm gonna go chill, enjoy my weekend. I hope you have a lovely weekend, enjoy yourselves, and yeah, let me know if you're up to anything fun. And yeah, I will catch up with you beautiful people in my next video. Bye.